don't know if it's recording. I know, Achilles. This is just the life we have to live. Meow! Human has stared at the shiny boxes for too long, but that's my life. But now it's time for more of that Wrath of the Righteous. Our big army, Godzilla and friends retake the Holy Land giant game of many different, let's take all of the ways to do mass combat and just change them drastically. No in-character reflection this time. We'll dive right down to it, but that's because I have a little bit of a story as we start today. Today's an important day. But before I do that, Jason, Nick, Adam, Tim, I completely just brain farted the name. Thank you guys so much for your support on Patreon. I have kind of a bit of a story, and Nick will like that, because Nick is always screaming at me that I should talk more about my stories in the TTRPG world. So we're going to start with one of those.
I wouldn't say screaming, but...
I mean...
I've been persistent, I suppose.
You have.
So I do have a question. If it's Godzilla and friends, does that make me like Mothra?
Baby Mothra. Yeah, I guess. Or the Elite Four is also good. We're passing out badges and things. But anyway, about a year and change ago, I had Black Dragon Gaming had just started picking up speed. The playtest was announced. We were picking up 150 plus subs a day. The Patreon was starting to roll out and stuff. And we did this thing called Hail the Gorilla King, which was a really, really fun, exciting tournament. I met a lot of people there who went on to become either permanent $5, $10 patrons, or in the case of Tiki, Nick, Tim, full go into high tier stuff from there. And I 10 out of 10 want to do more of that. I think I'll explode if I try to add another game right now. But around that time in Tommy's life, Tommy's marriage had ended. Tommy had 0 friends. Tommy was living in his father's basement, which is not inherently a bad thing. I don't want to shame anybody out there who's living with their parents. Point is, I kind of hit rock bottom. This was around the time that I started asking people where they were from, where they're broadcasting from, that kind of thing, because I just picked up a German patron. And as Hail the Gorilla King started, I realized there were people living a lot closer to home than I had thought. I was all blown away by Germany and Washington and Florida, and now Washington in the case of Nick. But ended up there was a couple people in Gorilla King from my state. One of them was looking for a roommate, and without that roommate, I would still probably be hopeless, sad, living in a small town, middle of nowhere town. That roommate's player is Tim. I said that kind of backwards. That roommate's character is Tempe, and today is Tim's birthday. I am a very big believer in the fact that there are a bajillion people on planet Earth. The people whom I choose to associate with, whether or not there's money involved or living situation or not involved, therefore are important because they are in the circle. So Tim, happy birthday, my friend. I don't know what to give a mythic character because the game's already going to tip really hard one way or the other, so I'm just going to say one extra use of mythic power, and we will dive immediately into it. You guys have just taken Villareth Ford from hordes of tieflings. You found a couple survivors, and the floor is yours.
Happy birthday, Tim.
I would sing, but I'm not going to use that before combat. It's obviously more intended.
That is the best present I could ever ask for.
Ouch.
Be careful what you wish.
Shots fired.
Do we need to take you to the ICU, Buffalo?
Need to use a lesser restoration to heal that?
No.
All right.
Happy birthday to
No!
you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tempe, or whoever's playing her. Happy birthday
take back
to
your present.
you. You're getting
More.
I was muted on OBS that entire time because my cat chose the moment where I decided I would start expositioning as the moment to use the litter box. But here I am back again. And the floor is yours, friends. There is kind of a time frame moving on. The army is, of course, marching on its stomach. But if anyone has anything they want to do prior to heading further into the world wound, now's the time.
Yes, I should probably mention what Razak is doing. I mean, Tommy, I know you did, but I'd have my character just really stumble towards the river, stripping off all the blood-stained like armor and garbs, and just drop his weapon and just take a dip in the water. His silvery scales are no longer stained black and red from all the demonic blood. After soaking in the water and then indoors for a few minutes of prayer and contemplation, he'll stand back up, gathers things, and a little strange to in the army. I'm not sure if you guys would be, but going to some of the corpses of the tieflings and snapping off whatever spines or horns they may have, or collecting them into a bag. Just a couple of them. And
Okay. So when you go to get in the water is, I guess the best way to describe it this close to the border of the world wound, but not like inside the corruption, is it's really brackish, a really like gross, yellowish, blackish, grayish kind of disgusting color. There's nothing growing in it. You would expect like moss or not moss, but like a
lichen.
Yeah.
Is it like the Ganges River where it's kind of like it's like super gross and
I've never. You've been to India and I haven't. You may know more about that than I. I'll say
I've been to India, but I've never been to the Ganges. But if anyone's seen it on TV, it's
think like Yellow River or the Ganges.
I might actually
or the Hudson River near New York,
or the Mississippi River near St. Louis.
The important question is it grosser than being covered in caked demon blood?
Probably not, but it wouldn't necessarily be drinkable either.
Oh, well, I'm not drinking it, that's for sure.
And so far as the like harvesting of humanoid parts for the things Grzak is trying to do, most of the paladins look at you funny. You've convinced them to at least like take rations from them, and they're all kind of uncomfortable, especially at the notion of like when Tempe cast a spell that it falls. I had to do a little bit of research on this, and a big shout outs to Miss Martha Champagne in the comments for like, oh, you've cast an evil spell in the world wound. This is why it's bad. Basically, it falls into the causing of undue suffering is why that spell has the evil tag on it, and most of your forces know this. They're a little uncomfortable. No one really stops Grzak from harvesting like bones and things to make spoopy weapons. Yeah, you can make a craft check if you want.
Sure.
If you want to take it over to Baby Mothra, head of the fairy gym.
I mean,
God.
No, I don't technically have it trained, but it seems like something where it's just like tying off things to.
You don't want it to look pretty. You just want it to.
You're looking for a function.
It's literally just so I can. I'll explain in character if it becomes important.
Okay. Well, a 10 is successful.
That's fine.
It might break if it came undo. Like if you whap somebody with this, it might explode. But
that's totally okay.
Okay. Cool.
What would a harvest check be?
I think that usually falls under survival. For you, Vivisectionist, you might be able to put that in a heal check.
That goes to knowledge nature.
Not meaning to drag this out any further, but
no, please drag it out. That's the RP and RPG. Drag out all the things.
I'm gonna go get my married couple, and we're gonna walk the battlefield, and they can use detect magic. I doubt it's gonna hit anything. And then I'm gonna find the more animalistic aspects and procure some natural supplies for whatever we want to end up making.
Tieflings with horns and hooves and tails and things.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
sinew and
Detect magic doesn't ping anything. Short of like the party, I suppose, but
And
While
in terms of like getting weird
we're
looks,
doing this, we probably should piling as this happens. Let's start moving all the tieflings into a central area. Grazak and Kieran can do their thing, and with the plan to set the pyre alight once they're where
okay.
it, even though they are evil and fallen, we are stays.
Okay.
And start preparing fortress if these guys are coming or
Yeah, what few survivors remain have they basically just merged into the troops. They'll follow with you. They were convinced to do so. That, of course, means that no one's going back to Canabres to inform them that Villareth Ford has fallen. But
so while they do their religious stuff,
Mhm.
I'm gonna make, or I would like to. I'm not going to say I'm going to do it. I would
Good
attempt
policy.
to make a like a monument or something to like the battle, say what happened, yada yada yada.
Sure.
Hmm.
Okay.
Not necessarily praising the tieflings, but not just ignoring them.
On this day in the year 47, I will quickly check the copyright date of this book because I'm not sure. I want to say like 4712. Battle took place here. Lives were lost by da da da, that kind of thing. Am I understanding you correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. 4713. That was close.
It's 6 years old already.
It is, yeah. Old but gold. All right, so Grazek is harvesting bits. Kieran's harvesting bits, making a monument. Delvin is lugging tieflings to the pyre to burn them. Cat says meow. Anything else?
Tempe says the rights, and we go.
Okay. So there are, you guys are pretty smart. For any of those play soldiers that ask, Gers will just tell them to do. Got it. Okay. So with the burning of like a pyre like that, it does. There's a couple of like it's a double-edged sword, shall we say? There's the word I'm struggling to find.
Yeah.
On the one hand, yes, you are doing the like right and proper thing by disposing the bodies, and truthfully, you're not very far from a land where the vultures grow bigger than horses and eat humanoids, dead or otherwise. This would stop them from crossing over. On the other hand, smoke rising from Villareth Ford will, like, people are going to see that in all directions. This will also, like, it very clearly will signal Canabras that something has happened here.
Does anybody
there-
speak smoke?
And I would be lying if I said that wasn't one of my ulterior motives, was to signal that something bad happened here.
Okay, I understand.
And it's almost like I left a note.
Yeah.
No,
That's
we
fair.
have like how many in our army? A few hundred.
Just under
A
100.
small like contingency, or maybe just a handful of troops or scouts, just to go inform Canabras that of what happened here.
I believe we talked about that, and it was super dangerous, and nobody wanted to do it, and we weren't willing to order anyone to do it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Because it's no longer safe in between.
It is, in fact, dangerous to go alone, yes.
Here, take this. Which I don't think is actually the line.
Close enough. We'll have to all get it on our Nintendo Switches now that it's been remastered. But in any case, anybody else got anything they want to do?
See?
Load back up into my wagon, which I totally have.
Yes, His Majesty returned to his accommodation.
Fair enough. Okay. Then I will take it we are moving forward.
Hmm?
Someone's dying outside my apartment. Ah, poop.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you know mine too?
Yeah, weird. Okay, so it takes you guys about a day and change to move your way on into a dry riverbed which forms Keeper's Canyon. As you guys cross the ford on this side of the river, it's almost like stepping through a gate. As basically on the other side of the river, there's vegetation does not exist on that side. Basically, as soon as you cross the river, vegetation stops happening. There's a the sky goes from just kind of the overcast gray to clouds of crimson and black overhead. When they do part, the sky looks alien and otherworldly. The sun seems to rise much, much, much later. The sun rises at 10 a.m. and sets at 4:30. When you see stars overhead, the stars are completely different. All the constellations are backwards, upside down, and in some places, stars have been just flat inserted. It's very, very, very clear that survival and tracking through now truly the world wound would be almost impossible if not for the fact that you're literally just following a dry riverbed up. More resources are spent. Eventually you reach the outskirts of a once upon a time probably a small town. Now it's just a broken, beaten handful of a dozen or so busted buildings where there used to be piers, now just broken bits of wood and things. With the lighting of the pyre, you guys will... I'll let you set up right now on your side. There's no chance for an ambush. The bad guys know you're coming. The map is now relevant. I will grab the map. I meant to do this last time. I just totally forgot. Please support us on Patreon so we can totally forget things. Hooray! Whoop, grabbed the wrong thing.
I did want to ask, has any of our... this is a pretty freaky turn of environment, which I guess we were all were kind of expecting it, but have any of our lieutenants been out this far into the world wound?
It's
the first time any of our characters have been anywhere near.
This is the first time. Right? Probably some of the soldiers have. Sociel has been stationed. Sociel has been stationed. Those are hard to say together. In Canabres. Same with Aaron. Nura comes from a different part of the front. Arvashniel has been nose in books. Horgus would not be caught dead in the world wound, but here he is. Now this is all. There are some grizzled veterans. They've seen this before, but everybody else it's pretty new. But anyway, the map as you guys see it on your side of the dynamic lighting is a la Total War. You guys can set up your formation as you are moving into the canyon, shall we say.
Okay. Now, just to clarify, we this town and it's occupied by the demons, but do we see them already gathered in formations?
No, this will be your marching formation before it goes down.
Okay.
If that's about as clear as mud.
Marching formation, not war formation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since we are coming down a river.
And I guess it would make the most sense that we were marching in some sort of line, right?
Actually, I would suggest something closer to a arrowhead. You have, and if we have any additional them out in front of the point. That way it minimizes the chance of any single unit overwhelmed instantly. And it makes it harder to get flanked along the side. The two outermost companies can collide.
It's like that.
Are we
Each
marching?
corner being a army. 2x3.
Yes.
Now,
2 by
are
3
we marching
works.
adjacent to the riverbed or along or within the riverbed?
You guys are marching in a canyon, basically.
Okay. How far off are the walls between us?
The distance of the map.
Okay.
To make it real simple and easy.
Okay. And I'm assuming that the terrain is just going to be flat.
Yeah, there's probably some like divots and things, but there's no real like super difficult impediments for anybody.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's.
Okay, so then
I would say
will...
let's do it, and that's not a bad spacing, though.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good. So about like, if I'm seeing it correctly. That look good? I feel like I just made the Olympic Games symbol.
The two on the sides would probably be collinear with the center.
About like...
I would say maybe a little bit wider.
Yeah.
But
I'll pretend I know what the
little-
word collinear means.
Along the same line.
Gotcha. Okay.
So like on bubble edge, but that idea.
About like that. Whoop, go over. Like that.
So the front two are good, and maybe scoot the other ones back a lot, square.
Okay, sure. About like...
Yeah.
Okay, works.
Now
for
put a
me.
mirror down, and now you've made the Olympic symbol.
Yeah, fair enough. I did it.
the army of Olympus.
I mean, a lot of mythic heroes come from Pathfinder's Greece. We could have done that. Okay, I'm gonna grab my troopers.
I mean, if Percy Jackson was leading us, I'd be terrified if I was on the other side too.
here. Yeah, maybe.
Wait,
Okay.
which Percy Jackson? The one from the movie or the book?
These are the questions we ask ourselves.
I mean,
Please say
both of them.
I've actually
I'd be
never
a
read
little
those
bit.
books.
I'd be a little bit more afraid of book Percy, but since in the movie they combine Clarice and Annabeth, I don't want to go with the bastardization of Ares and Athena's child. No, thank you.
The child of war and peace. Okay. We can keep the initiatives from last time if you guys want, or you can reroll initiatives really quickly. The troops are going to keep the initiatives they rolled for ease of Tommy.
Which ones were designated as being part of our command again?
How I want to rule it, I think, is to make sure, and I think it was Adam drew that, the trapezoid, if you could delete that for me real quick.
I can try.
Just select the line, press delete. I just keep clicking on tokens. But what I want to say is combat is loud. People are moving quickly. You can command the troops that you are in the bubble of. I think is the easiest way to do that. So if somebody's over here and you're here, they're not going to necessarily hear your orders over the sounds of 20-odd horses. So, yeah, if you want to put yourselves, you should be able to still move your tokens, I believe. If you want to just jam yourselves inside troops, or if you want to act independently, that's also splendid. Splendid! Alrighty. Just plugging these in on the GM screen real quick. Boom. And you did really bad. Gookie, you go. You're so great at things. And this. And take one of those. And Tippy goes last. I don't know, it seems to be a thing that always comes up, so I just said it again. And one more d20 coming down for someone else. Ugh, you suck too. Okay, I think I got initiatives from everybody.
I don't.
I'm sorry, you're kind of cutting out a little, Jason. I can't really comprende.
Sorry about that. I don't see an initiative.
That's weird that you don't. I will. Let me
If
see.
it's there, I trust you.
You're there on a 14, from what I see.
Yeah, I don't see anyone else except for Tempe in the turn order.
Weird. I don't understand why that is.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. Alrighty.
So
So the bad guys are ready for you. I'll just call the turn when it comes out, I guess. What were you gonna say, Adam?
I was riffing.
Oh, fair enough. Alright, so waiting for you inside the ruined village are about the same amount of tieflings you think. You get a pretty clear line of sight on them as they come running at you. Behind them there's maybe only like 150 dretches. It's hard to count, but there are a lot of them loping forward, roaring at you, and above them, about 30 feet in the air, floats about the size of a human with bat-like wings, just kind of like surveying down on the battlefield. And Kieran is first. I think what I will do is I will really quickly, don't stop this from having your turn go down. But you guys, every last one of you can control every last line of troops. Just don't all of you try to move the same troops at once. That will be bad.
Trying to figure out where I want to go. Because I'm in the center. And this is bad. You can shoot that far, and I would get sneak attack. I would not get that. Sure. I will tell my boys to hold formation.
Sure.
And then I will go for the almightiest of mighty pot shots.
Sure. And rolls a natural 20.
And I'm trying to figure out which one of these is the one I actually need to do. Because I believe she is flat-footed.
Yeah.
Or, to me, at least.
I'll make a stealth check real quick. Probably. I will. I could. So you tell me
that's
there's
also
a chance.
That's also like 130 feet away.
Yeah, there's a big mod on it. Okay, you're good. A tiny pebble goes sailing out of the armed crusaders' lances couched, charging. Okay, yeah, that is a number. That definitely does. Does a 23 get there? A 23 gets there. And the damage is assigned. Anything else?
Does it fall?
Actually, hang on. A 23 might not get there. I need to...
It's like -4.
-4? Okay.
Yeah. 2 range increments.
2 range increments. Yeah, okay. Then it would
Wait,
just... Yes?
I have a thing.
You have a
I have a thing. I don't know what it does. I need to look at my character sheet.
Welcome to Pathfinder, kids. I have a thing!
Indeed.
I don't know what it does at all! Give me 20 minutes!
It's the mythic thing.
It's the mythic thing!
I forget where we're at. Are we at a D6 right now?
To Surge?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe Surge is a D6 at the moment.
I've got a thing.
Okay.
And if I ever were to surge, this would be the time.
But surging would only affect your to hit, I believe.
That's fine.
But you already hit.
Oh, okay.
I really just need to make sure it hits. Not by 1. By 1 plus 1d6. Wow. Okay, fair enough. Anything else from you?
Nope, just go back to being in my army.
Alright, Grazik, you're on.
All right. So, how is checks going to work when we're against armies?
How is what?
I
I'm
guess
sorry.
that's something I should have asked earlier. What's that?
How does what work?
Intimidating armies gonna work this time.
So as far as troops go, troops are immune to anything that would target a single person. If you wanted to run up and dazzling display, I think that hits everybody within XYZ, so that would work. But if you want to just like
But,
point at one tiefling and be like, boo! It
What
won't
if an
do
entire army tried to do an intimidation check? Is that a thing?
anything. Sure.
I guess these are questions I should have asked ahead of time before.
No, you're totally fine. We're all learning together. They can try.
collecting.
They can try. They actually the troops you're using have intimidating prowess, so like they're not the worst at it.
And
I guess what I'll say
I
is
guess
a
would
troop
have
can
actually
intimidate a
collected the
troop.
bone
You
horns.
can't intimidate a troop.
Right. Okay. Just gonna. Actually, you know what? Probably not the best idea to actually charge in yet.
I believe in a thing called
Can I make a
paladin.
ranged attack against?
Sure. Make it so, number one.
For my attack or the army's attack?
Yours. The army has their own separate initiative.
Okay. All right. Well, here we go.
Are you asking for $1 million?
$1 million. Okay. The first attack hits. The second attack does not. We're targeting right here, right?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. 17 points of damage. That is quite a bit of damage. The arrow pierces through. You don't have the feat from the olden days of yore where you had like weird arrow cleave to hit like 5 people in a line, but so it was. Fire in, several of them drop as they come running at you. Anything else?
I guess I'll just throw this little line up in the. I'm gonna throw a little line up in the chat,
Okay, sounds good. Like orders to troops, you mean?
something like that.
Okay, cool. So as that's going on, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20 for the second diagonal. The Dretches, eager for bloodshed, come surging. I shouldn't say surging. That's a very mechanical thing that everyone here does. And that will get confusing fast. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. Unfortunately, they're kind of pokey. Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice, you should be on the token layer, sir. Why is your initiative hidden? Stop having a hidden initiative. Strange. Well, in any case, I need to quickly roll a couple of d20. Actually, no, I don't. Everybody sees the bat-like thing disappear. As it was whapped. Spellcraft checks are a thing if you would like to do so.
Uh-oh.
It very clearly has teleported away from the battle because it was hit for like 2/3 of its health in one go. And so it goes bye-bye.
That could be a problem. Eventually.
Possibly. Alright, these guys are a little quicker than their small, obese cousins. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And your turn. Whoops. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And Delvin. Man, I had such high hopes for role-playing that general, and then he got whacked with a pebble and had to go away. Ooh-hoo. Ow. I know, Achilles!
I know, Achilles, it's sad, but you'll live. No, that's... Yeah, I could do that. Okay, movement. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'll take me to there, and I should be able to color spray this group of dretches right there. So I will burn, yes. I'm sorry, I thought I heard someone.
I thought I heard a Nick as well. Oh, I thought I heard a
No,
Nick
I
through
said
them.
do it. I just said do it.
Do it.
I'll mute myself.
Okay. 17. There's definitely not a roll that has to happen from you when color spray goes off. I just need to make a will save, I believe.
Okay.
I might have had SR.
Nope, they don't. But thank you for being honest. I had to quickly go back and double check. 1d20 plus not a lot of much. Oh, boy. Okay, they fail. They have 2 hit dice. So that's... I'm not sure exactly what happens.
Bad day.
They have a really bad day. I think that one's just out of the combat.
Yeah, I think they fall unconscious for a round.
Oh, we got, let's see here. They have 2 hit dice or less. They are unconscious, blinded, and stunned for 2. They are off the combat. I'll roll the 2d4. I guess I could roll it too. Nope. Okay. Well, we'll talk to these guys again in 6 rounds. Alrighty.
Yeah, aren't they unconscious for like, if you would roll 2, it was unconscious for 2 rounds, stunned for 2 rounds, blinded for 2 rounds?
They are unconscious, blinded, and stunned for 2d4 rounds, and then they're blinded and stunned for 1d4 rounds after. Then they're stunned for 1 more round after that. So there's a lot of things going on. They had a bad
They
day.
have a really bad day.
They did not have a good day.
They're not getting back up.
Nope, probably not. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. Slow pokes. It's actually an army of Pokemans. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Provokes from Delvin.
And I will definitely take a swing.
And then at the end of your turn, it's 9 points of damage.
Ouch.
Ouch is a good word to have used. Okay, fair enough. Off it goes.
And
Bless you.
actually, that is a crit.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's 19. Oh, I'm sorry.
I see an 18.
Now that I look at it, I see the 18 too. It has the 19 up high. That's for the mod.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough.
So we're good.
Alrighty. These guys are going to... They don't have any orders. They see they're being flanked. They're going to charge into this group. They are more than fast enough to do so. And I guess I'll just quickly jam. Puts on the new Achilles. Puts on the new Azalea dying record. Starts swinging hair everywhere. You know me. Lance's couch. They run into the flank to prevent these guys from getting around. And red troops, what are your orders, Kieran?
Hold formation.
Alrighty. Oh, these guys are gonna...
Do they have bows?
Yeah, they do. If you would like them to take a volley, they could.
Yeah.
Okay. The
That's not what I want.
how volleys work is it takes them a standard action. The attack takes the form of up to 2 lines with a range of 100 feet, and then it's reflex for half kind of thing. As we all quickly grab our ruler tool. I think a line could go... They could, like, yeah. They could go 2 lines into the dretch here, I believe. And not hit anybody else. Alright.
Attack rolls.
So then I guess if you could roll 48 for me really quickly. And for the purposes of the dretches having all the cool stuff, all of your soldiers have Smite Evil. All of your soldiers have Cold Iron weapons.
Jesus.
The bets are hedged in your favor, shall we say. It's DC 16. Both of them fail on the dice, so they will take all 48. Fair enough. 13 points of piercing damages as dretches as they begin, like, loping forward towards the troops. They take arrows in the side, and several of them fall and start tripping on each other. It's a whole thing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35. Achilles, you do not do a SWAT on me. You go sit in this chair. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And do some more damage to this troop. To the tune of 4 more damage. Actually, that's the first damage that's taken. I've lied. And the Dretches, I think we can get it. I think they're just going to swarm old Delvin. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5. Whoops, that didn't happen. 5, 10, 15. Missed it by that much. Great. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. If Delvin has combat reflexes, it provokes from him.
And don't. Unless it's on my sheet, remember it be. Nope.
Okay, fair enough.
Wait, yes, I do.
Fair enough. Ha
I'm playing more than one character, so.
Same. It gets real weird sometimes. All right, a 14 swinging in at the troops. Unfortunately, Delvin's backswing is a little awkward and takes 9 more points of damage as they come running in. And then the easy thing about these guys is 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. They can't do much. I think red troops are on the initiative twice. Oh, no, I see. I grabbed pink troops. They'll go now. That's my B. I'm not colorblind. You're colorblind. They will ride in to support Delvin. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 10, 15, 20. And all 4 of those will take... I guess if Jason could give me 2d8 plus 4 really quickly.
Oh.
There's a nice... big conglomerate of things for them to couch lances and run in. And Nick, it's as you are a silver dragon, so you have a silver dragon's breath weapon, as if you had that bloodline.
Oh, it's the same size as the sorcerer's bloodline power would offer.
All right, so that's 9 points of damage. The charge is spirited, but not so spirited as to do double damage.
I'll take it.
They're cool, but they're not that cool. Unfortunately, the guys who are stunned can't really do much more than just get run over. It's glorious. Glory ensues. Have I killed you?
Gloria.
Well, I'll just start playing Sabaton music as loud as we can, because the Winged Hussars have arrived. Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20. Dretches are really slow, and I don't like it. Alright, Grzak's troops. What are your orders, Captain?
Now you know why I never walk anywhere.
Yeah.
With the ferocious battle cry I let out before, I will command the troops to...
Okay. Understood. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15...
Ooh, how I wish I could intimidate and charge at the same time with these guys, but I don't think I can.
You can roll 2d8 plus 4.
Okay.
I assume you're with them somewhere.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I don't know how to roll from here.
I got
hold
it. Bam! We'll use yours. Yours was much gooder.
on.
13. 13 again with the smiting of the evil and the cold iron weapons. They have all the tools they need to fight Dretches. And then it passes to the truce with Tempe.
Okay, I'm gonna have them wait till after I've gone. So
Just hold action.
move them. Yeah, hold action till I've gone.
Sure. So you right after you then?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Alright, this stretch will 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 15, 20. They do their best. They do what they can. These guys do nothing, because they can do nothing, because that was the best color spray ever. The Dretch is on count 1. Did I put a Dretch on twice? I did, didn't I? You go on count 1. Who goes on count 6? Ah, Bootsy. You're not that cool. Those are not mythic Dretches with the agile template. Okay, Tempe's on.
Please, God, no.
Okay. All right.
Just don't ever say that word again.
I'm really glad I don't have any summoners, and I'm not glad. It's fun
I didn't
to
realize
watch. but-
Agile was a template.
Yep, it lets things. It's a template that goes for mythic things and lets them act at 2 initiative counts.
All right. Tempe's going to cast a sound burst right here, which is going to hit most of both of these two armies and part of the black one too.
Okay, cool.
Um,
I know
Yep.
I've asked this a million times, but that's a fort save.
it is a fort save, DC 25.
Okay, so my best roll on there was an 18.
Okay, so
So they all fail.
yeah,
Tempe's
almost
hair
all
gets...
of red. Yeah, almost all of these guys and a few of these guys all get paralyzed for a turn and take 1d8 damage. 1 damage. Okay, not a whole lot.
but
then-
they're stunned for a turn though, so that's important.
But they're all stunned for a turn, and then these guys come in right here and just start mopping up.
Okay, sounds good. 2d8 plus 4 if you would.
Just
1 point.
All right.
do these guys-
2d8
do these armies have a CR?
is
Uh,
13, 17.
Gotcha. Whoop, did the wrong thing. The armies have a CR. I'll say the dretches are kind of homebrew as we go, because the troop rules have not been expanded on as much as I would like. The goblin troops are CR5, the hobgoblin troops are CR6. The hobgoblin troops being the troops you guys are using, because it's the closest thing
We're
we have.
just using the same stats as those.
Yeah. You said 17 damage, got you. Evil was smote, lances were lanced, things were killed. That's the best description I'll ever give anyone forever. 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Don't judge me. Yes, I count on my fingers and I'm pushing 30. Hush you. Josh isn't here to do all my math for me. 31, 38, 94, 40. Nice. Those guys get pretty decimated, unable to stop the giant wall of metal and pointy bits with a lot of weight put at the edge of the pointy bit forward. It's real bad. Kieran, you're on.
I don't want Lime Green to feel left out. So that was bad. That was really bad.
It was good enough. Who are we targeting though?
Lime Green.
Oh, I see. Up here. I might call that more of a bluish color, but sure. Very dead. Startoss style dot character sheet.
On what planet is that blue?
I would consider that to be like maybe you're all colorblind. Yeah, it's kind of green. Whatever. Shoosh. Anything else from Karen? Is Karen done?
Just meld back in.
Sure. All right, Zach.
Okay, well, this is going to be a little nuts, but here we go. Let's see. I'm going to risk the attacks of opportunity to move here
Okay.
and see if I can catch these army blocks in part of a blast of ice breath.
Okay. So the thing about that is with troops, they don't have attacks of opportunity.
Do not.
Yeah. They do auto damage at the end of the turn.
Okay.
So you're fine. You can blast away.
I'm just going to roll for my damage.
Okay.
Ready, aim, fire. Ready, aim,
Let's see.
fire.
The save for it was. It's my level. Or is it half my level plus my
Yeah, 10 plus half your level plus your, I'll say, I don't remember what I said last time. This time I'll say con or cha, whichever is higher.
Both of them are actually the same where they are right now.
Fair enough. All right, I'll go
Save
ahead
it.
and roll
So it's a
reflex.
16, and the damage against that will be 7d6.
Okay. So can you draw the line for me really quickly? Like, can you grab your ruler?
I'll try to.
Because there are some scenarios where this breath weapon pops, and it might hit your friends. I guess you could. That is a line that hits not your friends. About there. Whoop. It gets really, really, really close, but you should be fine.
Oof. I'm not getting all of the entire little battalions within that area of effect. So is it doing partial damage, or are we just
Yeah,
saying
if
that
you
as
hit
long as
them,
it
you're doing
touches
all the
them, it does
damage.
full damage?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
So then, is it a cone or is it a line?
It's a cone.
Oh, I thought it was a line. Fair enough.
A
Okay,
30-foot cone.
30-foot cone. So then the dretches, we had a 16, was it? They had nothing. So it's a failure and a success and a failure and 30 points of ouchie damage. They do resist a little bit of it,
Yeah.
but that was still quite a bit. So this one passes, takes half. So the one right in front of you basically doesn't seem to mind super much the cold air. The cold doesn't bother them anyway. And over here takes 25. Yeah. Okie dokie. Anything else from you?
That's all I can do right now. I guess I'll drop my bow that I was still holding on to and get out my...
Yes, that.
Get out, you. I have OBS muted when that happens, so no one heard that. Just y'all. Okay, fair enough. Get out the bows, do the things, go into Dretch Town.
So did he get out his sword or his Earthbreaker?
Or his teeth.
Or his teeth?
Just
You know,
pulls
I
out his
keep
teeth.
forgetting that I have this.
You keep forgetting that you have what's going to be a very powerful magic item jammed in your face.
That's what happens when it decides to take up residence where my left canine used to be.
Would you rather have a quarterstaff? Did you say you had your bow? Well, you could bite. It provokes from Grizak.
Oh, okay.
Back. There we go.
Let's see. Oh yeah, it's only doing half of my... Why am I not doing my attack roll?
I don't know. Do it, though. Why aren't you doing the things you need to do?
I don't know, I'm losing my brain.
Yeah, same.
Let's assume that only the bite hits.
Okay. The bite, in fact, does hit, and it, in fact, does...
Holy crap, hold on. How am I doing that much damage? That doesn't make
1d4
sense.
plus 5.
But like...
I'm not sure where the
Power
2d6
attack?
is coming from.
I don't know either. Hold on a sec.
Okay. I will pet my cat until you know your math. Hello, buddy.
I'm just gonna
not
do
yelling
the
at me.
damage normally from here.
Sure, that makes sense.
As it's only gonna be +1 from being magic. From
Does
my
it have Bane?
does not have Bane.
I think that
just
extra 2d6 is coming
screwed up
from
when I
your
added the
apotheosis. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not sure what damage I'm taking.
just take the just
Take the
take
13.
the last one.
Okay.
Well, no.
Oh,
not the
I
13,
see. I see. Got you.
Because everything else doesn't make any sense.
Sure. Works for me. I assume you know what you're doing. Ouchie, ouchie.
Okay.
Many of them die. At the end of your turn, you take... Or at the end of their turn, right now. You take 6 points of damage. You bite the heads off several dretches that fall squirming, but then they run up and... I actually forget how a dretch does damage. With their little tiny bloated hands, there are claws and bites, and they start tearing in. Oh, and we got another one. Which is
I see. I still had the damage included from when we first got that first surge of mythic power when we were fighting the Babu demons. I forgot to remove that from my natural attacks.
That makes sense to me. Okay, fair enough. So I clearly somehow got people on double on the initiatives. That never happened. That guy is...
I did forget to add power attack to that mix-up, so that would have been an extra 2 more points of damage, actually.
Okay.
Not 3? Isn't bite time
3.
and a half?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
It's not too big of a deal, honestly.
Maybe says, all right.
Or the other.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20. Hasn't come back around to Delvin yet. So Tempe gets an attack of opportunity if she would like. The tieflings on your left flank come charging into the back into this giant just pit of pain.
I mean, it couldn't hurt, so let's do Uh, 23.
Yeah, 23 hits.
Okay. 4, and hear me out here. 7 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Boom, bang. At the end of their turn, they charge in. Tempe and Delvin take 5 points of damage. Tempe's sword comes out of the cane and Milady's several people to death. Sword canes always give me that vibe, and I'll try to not flavor it like that anymore, but that one slipped out. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, they're just gonna run into these guys here for 8 points of damage to both of them. Oh, I clicked on one of the tieflings that got breath weapon. Why are you so hurt, trooper? All right, Delvin's up.
Okay, I will yell to Tempe a little help here, and I'll go after the.
What do you think I'm doing, young boy?
Lace eye.
And let's see, black tieflings.
Okay.
Probably.
11 does not quite get there now.
No, I am bleeding a lot, so.
Does it help that most of them are stunned?
That's fair. So they're flat-footed. Thank you, Tim. You are correct. They're flat-footed. It still does not quite, but you could. I don't want to bait a limited. There you go.
I will search. I think about it.
I've seen that Mad Max GIF too. Yeah, it hits. Fair enough. There it is. 12 points slashing damage.
Which Mad Max gif?
It's Tom Hardy pointing up at something while he's driving him. That's bait. I feel like I do that a lot as a GM unintentionally. Anyway, yeah, that's you'll flavor that kill. There it is.
I'm bleeding from several places. I turn around, look at Tempe, say, "A little help, please." She gives me grumpy old grin. I just shake my head and vent my friendly group in front of me.
Okay, fair enough.
It's not like I'm asking to borrow a carrot.
Not like my life is in danger or anything like that.
Alrighty, anything else?
That seems to be about all I can do.
Alrighty, so then time to get swifty. 5, 10, 15. I actually, when I was driving home from work earlier this week, there was somebody whose license plate was Swift-E, and I was very proud of them. It provokes from Delvin. This Dretch will move in to occupy all 3 of those squares.
I apologize for sharing this GIF, but I'm also. Wait, hold on. How do you share a GIF so that it actually shows it, but not just the link?
We can figure that out later. For now, 13 would not confirm against stretches, I believe. Yeah, 13. Oh, how many times can a level 1 mythic character search? Because you're 1 off from the confirmation.
5.
Okay. I've tipped my hand a little. It's really close. You could just surge and get the confirmation.
I'll surge.
Okay, then it confirms.
That's 2 of my 5 for the day.
Got you. Alrighty, so then it's 14 slashing damage.
No.
And in he comes. Do a big attack. Boom. 4 points of damage to Delvin and to some troops who are basically having the run of it now because everybody's stunned over here. But hey, we do what we can. Alrighty. Next up is troops that are basically just going to. I can't get everybody, but I'll 5.
I think it's
10,
just a dog pile in here.
Pretty much. That's welcome to mass combat, friends. I still don't. Maybe I just need to learn Warhammer roll. Oh, oof. Maybe I need to not roll Snake Eyes. That one too. Okie
I
dokie.
reject your reality and say you should roll again.
You don't have the mythic ranks to make me do that. Or you're not a witch.
Quick, somebody take Marshall.
Alrighty. Next up is these troops are Delvin's troops. They're the pink ones.
Okay. They need to. Okay, the group they are most in danger from are the yellow gold ringed tieflings. So that's who I'm going to tell them to.
Okay. So they could step and then they could hit all 4 of those.
Yep, go for it.
2d8 plus 4. They shift slightly and do considerably more damage. Boom, bang. The horses can't really charge there. But so it was. That much damage on you. You are, and alright, if you would like to flavor what happens when the soldiers take down that group of tieflings, they are off the battlefield.
Yeah, after I wipe out the black ring tieflings, I look over at them after smarting off to Grandma behind me, point my sword at the group that was there and says, "You're..."
And so it was. Alrighty, next up. That tiefling's there. Can I really don't want to fight Grzak so much as I want to fight the guys that I'm already fighting, so we'll just do that. That seems real good. That seems safe and healthy.
But how is my army doing right now? Or at least the guys that I'm on.
From where you're standing, it's kind of hard to say. Horses are screaming and falling over, but so too are tieflings and dretches and things.
Right.
Boom. Bang. There's dretches that can do something. Well, I think I screwed up the initiative. I think I did actually give these guys 2 initiative counts, so we'll pretend that didn't happen. This guy is going to 5-foot step. And at the end of his turn, Grzak takes 11 points of damage. These guys take 11 points of damage. That one was actually pretty good. Grzak is like still exhaling, I suppose. And then here come all these dredges tearing you to bits and pieces. And it's Kieran's troops.
Dog pile.
Pretty much.
Kieran? I don't
Yeah, I'm thinking.
know. Okay.
I'm debating whether or not to move into this area. Which I'm not 100% sure I can do. Or to just volley on this fool.
I think this area would be good for your guys right here.
Remember, you guys are like, there is a big, loud combat happening. You guys can't communicate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna eliminate that tiefling.
Okay, right up here.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty.
Yeah, I did a thing.
I'll try 2 reflex saves.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did. That's 21 extra damage. Yeah, if you want to flavor it.
My archers go, hey, maybe range combat isn't such a terrible idea. As they decide to let loose
And
and
those guys collapse.
eliminate the tieflings.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, I am really feeling like there are several people moving twice. This is doing me a heckin' confusion, friend. Maybe it's just that. Hang on 1 second. I think Roll20 crapped its pants. Okay, never mind. I see. They literally just got added twice for some reason. Okay, next up is these guys, who are bereft of commander and not doing the best. I think they just stay where they are.
Just a question.
Listening.
Since you are always using a commander, does eliminating the commander do something?
In some cases, yes, but not so much with like the dredges.
I was just curious if that was like a thing. So like if we ever went down, our troops would have lesser willingness.
No, there's other things going on that are influencing the morale of the troops. If a lot of them die, bad things happen. If like you run out of food, bad things happen. Things like that. But it's assumed that if all 4 of you somehow go down in the middle of one of these attacks, they'll still fight on. Except for this guy who's stunned for a round. He won't be doing much fighting on this turn at all. All right, Debbie.
All right. How much health do you have there?
Me,
Yeah.
I'm less than a third.
Less. Okay. I am then going to cast Cure Serious.
Okay. So then, from where you're
which
standing,
is
there
12
is,
plus 6 is 18.
you would need to 5-foot step to move forward, and also casting inside a troop is behind a concentration check.
Is this the one? Hold on. I'm getting my yeah, I got Faith's Reach. So actually I will go here and then cast it. I have Faith, which means I can cast touch spells at a distance.
Okay, gotcha. And that works. These guys will continue fighting where they are. For a decent amount of damage. Hockey docky. Several dretches fall and explode.
Yep, and that was 18 health, by the way. I don't know if you got that.
Oh, so
Okay.
I'll take it.
Passes to Kieran.
Healers do healer things.
Pretty much.
Which army looks like it's dwindling? Or which army is least dwindling, I guess is what I should actually ask.
Probably all of them look pretty bad. Yeah, all of them are kind of in the same boat.
Are you asking about which of the enemy armies looks bad or one of ours?
Theirs. I don't help us. I will go with orange then.
Okay.
Are they actually within 30 feet, though? They are. How do you want to rule that?
They are. If one person is within 30 feet, they're all within 30 feet, basically. Okay, yeah. If you want to flavor it.
I'd like to point out that that's a really low damage roll, and I feel sad.
That wasn't bad. 1, 2, 4, 4, 3, 4.
That statement makes me feel sad.
I Homer Simpson up out of the army, and then release my sling bullet, and then just kind of float down.
I'm just imagining a tiny Homer Simpson with butterfly wings.
Throwing donuts at people. All right, Grzak.
Or Duff beer, just full Duff beer cans at people.
Mm-hmm.
Mine are empty since I deal non-lethal bludgeoning damage, though.
Fair enough. Okay.
Do I just want to go melee? You know what? I'm gonna take a step back and do my best Sub-Zero impression one final time, and
That will hit friendlies.
will hit friendlies.
Yeah. You could do a move action and
That
do it.
goes that instead.
Right there. Okay, works for me. And here comes some fortitude saves. Oops.
Does smite damage apply here? Because mine is
Yes.
single target.
But yeah, the single target thing would stop it, but smiting, like, you would get your damage on, I think it's attack rolls. I'm pretty sure. In any case, this one, the first one in line fails and takes... Oops. And the second one passes and takes... not as much.
15?
Yeah. Okay, if you want to flavor the first one's down.
I guess they just all freeze in place after I blast them.
Okay, fair enough. Best Sub-Zero impression indeed. There was a fatality, friends. And
Cold justice.
justice. Sorry, I don't mean to shout
Wait,
justice at the top of my
something.
voice.
I got something here.
Sure. Okie dokie. I will. These guys have slightly less of a bad time. Hooray! Those poor guys. 5-foot step. And do some more damage. Bang! 6 points of damage is assigned.
I only have it twice already, right? So I have 3 uses of mythic left.
Mm-hmm. And it goes to Delvin.
Okay. I will attack the dretches there.
To no avail.
Yeah.
The curse of the Jason rolls has returned in Wrath of the Righteous.
Oof.
If that was ever a question, it would. So,
All right, fair enough. Then I think
Yeah.
it passes on to Sad Wretches. They will. Oh, I need to double check real quick. Whoops, not wrong thing. Okay, so that was their stun round was last round, I believe. Then they will boom, boom, boom. Yeah, they're fine where they are. 2d6 points of damage, 7 points of damage to what basically has just become the gauntlet. Is how troops work, I guess. 11 points of damage to you guys, 7 points of damage to Delvin. With not a lot of troops left, these guys just move here.
Wahoo!
I was quiet there on purpose because I wanted to know if someone would pipe up when I rolled max, and they both died.
Nice.
The knights move. They're actually going to resolve like right here. They get a little more under them, and they couch their lances and run through. And some tieflings skirt off into the world wound. Some of the dretches do the same. Most of them just fall to the ground in a general state of unhappiness. And these guys are on you, Delvin. So if you'd like to command them, they're up.
Yeah, I'll move them to. Let's see. Move them here. And that way they can.
Okay, understood. I saw some typing. I wasn't sure if I was rolling, but I'll go ahead.
Yeah.
15, not quite destroyed, but several dretches are. Ouchie. Those dretches are gone. Those dretches have been gone. I don't really know why I'm putting damage on them, but they'll take damage. Some of the dretches die. Some of them pop back to the abyss, and it's on Kieran's.
It's a full round, you said, for Valley?
It's a standard action.
Standard action, okay. That's not what I want. One line?
2 lines. So you could
One line.
You could shoot like
Right. One line here,
and 1 line here.
and one line there.
Right. They just have to go in a line and originate from one of the squares of the troop. Okay, fair enough.
We'll do left, right.
Sounds good to me. Boom. That one can't make reflex saves. That one just takes all 12. So, well done, good natural 20 from Tommy. Okay. And then you, sir, blue sir, if you want to flavor it, down they go.
We knock arrows and kiss their asses goodbye.
All right, fair enough. And this guy has 3 hit points and will be stunned for several more rounds, so he's now dead. I don't think we need to drag it out any further. 2 for 2. The battle is over.
Alrighty.
First thing we need to do is get
Throw
people.
ourselves back up.
Everyone up and heals on me.
Everyone gathers
So-
around Tempe. These
Well,
guys look pretty beat up over
remember,
here.
I can channel
Yes.
too, so
Yeah.
might as well.
Well,
Yeah, we-
still, everyone gather up so that we can
They do so.
get as many heals as possible. All right, so everyone gathers up, and then I heal 11
Okay.
to literally everyone.
Okay.
And
Understood.
I will do. Hold on, I forget how much I can channel at my level.
Half
Absolutely.
whatever your lay on hands is.
Thank you, Adam.
Thanks.
You get your lay on hands, but it's still half your lay on hands to channel.
Okay.
So, is that as in that's the amount that I can heal?
No, it's 2 uses of lay on hands per channel, I believe.
Right.
Yeah, but how much does each channel actually do? Is what I'm.
Your lay on hands.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is literally same. So the blue and the green troops are still pretty beat up after that first 11. The other ones are all right as rain at this point.
All right, hold on. Let me. Oh, okay.
How are we for fatality?
14.
14 more.
Gotcha. That one's got a bit of a scratch on him, but 'tis but a scratch. That one's still not the best off. I'll put him to like.
I
there.
bring Radiance out, and I as in staff form, I tap it on the ground, and
And
two
then
waves
heals
just
happen.
go out.
Yep.
Okay. And then one more
I
from
just
Tempe
did
does
another.
it.
Yep.
Cool. Everybody's good. As far as casualties go, the way troops are working, they don't die unless the entire troop were to be dispersed.
Cool. That is good news.
Alrighty, fair enough. You guys basically now have this abandoned town, and the floor again falls to y'all.
Time to scavenge, I guess, or look for.
Yep.
Explore
Let's
this
search the town, see what's going on with it.
Alrighty.
Each take our own troop with us, just in case.
Okay. It's clear the town has been abandoned for a while, but the tieflings, despite the like abyssal influence and suffusion of their forms, they still must eat and drink. You guys are able to find 2 units of food, and I'll let Adam track this because I imagine Adam is the one who is going to care about it the most. 2 units of, I guess the easiest way to say it is like trade goods, bits of like cutlery and plates and weapons that you don't super care about.
Is there any silver? And when
Yeah.
you're saying cutlery, is it silverware, as in legit silverware?
Yeah, like not made of silver, but like just what they're using as forks and things.
Okay.
Noted.
If what's left of the buildings, if they're pieces that are strong enough, I would get some larger pieces of wood that we can use as either stakes for an entrenched position, palisades.
Sure, makes sense. Yeah, you could probably figure something out. They won't be like a full around coverage, but it's better than nothing.
Enough to break charges in from a direct.
Sure.
Right, yeah.
What time of day is it where we're at again?
It is incredibly hard to tell. Make a I don't even
Survival?
survival. Yeah, survival's probably the one I want to say.
Would any of our lieutenants or veterans among us do the tricks here of what's going on?
Um,
No, I don't know.
Yeah, our lead scout, if it was supposed to move forward.
Aravashniel has a, I want to say that's like a 30 some odd on knowledge of the planes. Kieran and Grizak have no idea. The sky is incredibly foreign. It was only light out for a couple days. That battle was fought in the light of paladins with radiant weapons, basically. Vashniel tries to get it together and, like, basically just shrugs your all's direction. The only rule, my friends, is there are no... The whole encounter took probably, like, 12 seconds. And I'm sorry, I don't know why my webcam crapped its pants, but I guess we're just listening to my dulcet tones for the rest of this one. Everyone's fine. They will need to rest in a couple of hours, but, like, they're not fatigued from the combat.
Okay. So I think we can move on then.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, quick scavenge and keep moving.
Sure, makes sense to me. Okay. Now the cat is crying again because I got up to use the bathroom. Alrighty, so beyond the canyon, after you finish navigating that, or beyond, rather, the town formerly known as Keeper's Canyon, I should say, it doesn't take long, like, before it was bad, before there was no vegetation, the sky is red, it gets worse rapidly. Like, Grizak can feel it as his connection to Opsu starts pinging. Like, he doesn't have Detect Evil, but it kicks on, shall we say. You can almost...
Feeling like
all of you can
a
almost feel the
perpetual
parasites crawling on you as you begin moving through here. It does start to rain, probably like 30 minutes out from Keeper's Canyon, but the rain comes in the form of frozen locusts that start pinging like hail off the plate mail of your paladins. It only lasts for a little while. The winds come from all directions, including like straight up down. Sometimes that feels like just a nice, easy, if not like uncannily warm breeze. Sometimes you guys have to flat stop because like a hurricane force downdraft is being pushed down on you guys.
What?
weather and
What? No.
weather should not act like this.
There's definitely some times where Kieran probably has to grab on to somebody to not risk
I am
being
in my cart.
thrown.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The troops I'm with, I'll wait until there's a good up, turn around and say something along. Well, I'm glad I wasn't wearing a kilt.
Several of
Wearing
them laugh
what?
heartily at that.
Wearing what?
Ah, feels like home on the mountain.
Yeah.
So
So by day's
Feels
end,
like the opposite of home for me.
by last day's end or new day's end?
it's awkward to say. By the time, I'll say by resting time is the best way to say it. Probably about like, probably about 8 hours past. We'll assume you camp at some point. And I see Kieran getting ready to throw the spellcraft check at me. 2 days.
I guess we should assume that
unspent craft.
if Eravashniel doesn't really have no, then it's fair to say that nobody in our army would actually know.
And I guess one thing I want to also say is 2 days of unspent crafting does not mean 2 days of banked craft check.
Right. I will be crafting in this time, but being as I'm working on other people's stuff and I don't know what they want, because all I was told is, hey, I want this item like 6 weeks ago.
Okay, so then what
My memory
then
does
what
not
needs
have
to
that.
happen is we need to talk about that now, because it's not just 2 days of banking. Like, the roll needs to happen and crafting stuff needs to go down if it's going to go down.
Yeah.
Okay, so next on the line, I believe, was Grazek. Grazek
Yeah.
wanted something.
Thing is, I had impulsively already purchased the thing that I wanted to craft it.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
do you want something?
honestly, I can't really. I'm okay for right now because I don't need anything. Maybe barding for the bird, but that would be armor crafting technically. No.
Right.
Yeah, that's something else and is a pain in my butt. Delvin.
Ring of Sustenance, if you could do it, would be beautiful.
A ring
No.
of sustenance is something you can't. Oh, you don't have a forge ring yet.
No. I'm sorry, you don't have your own vote yet.
You don't need
wait.
Ring of Sustenance. There's a what's the things that rotate around your head?
Iron stones?
Ion Stone.
Yeah, there's an Ion Stone for that, and it's actually really cheap too.
Yeah, those are not
I think
expensive.
it's the clear one.
Clear spindle.
Yeah.
Well,
Quick to the SRD!
Okay.
but the question is whether or not he can build it.
Yes, he can.
Yeah, it's craft
That's why-
bonus item.
Yeah.
One thing that
Yes, this stone sustains a creature without food or water.
Fair enough. There it is.
Well, I did want it a nice, only 2 hours rest required as well. But hey, I'll take it as
yeah.
it. So, yeah, I would definitely like you to make that for me, if you will, please.
Okay. So now it comes for some math finding. Caster level of that.
Oh God, and it's
So
already so cheap. It's gonna be like 23 gold.
The clear spindle is only 4,000 gold, yeah.
So my spellcraft check is a 17. Is it 17? That doesn't seem right. It is a 17. Okay. Plus 2 plus 5. Okay. So we can bump this up to 4. Yeah.
Okay.
It'll take me half a day. No, quarter of a day. So it's less than a day. That's all we really care about. I can make it with a take 10, but I will roll my spellcraft and I need higher. I get rolled twice. Oh, this is bad. I guess I'm going to surge.
Sometimes you gotta surge it up. And rolls a 1. Okay.
That breaks me over 10. So that will make the item. And it costs 320 gold, Delvin.
Not a problem.
And now Delvin does not have to eat or drink.
Does anybody else want something?
mine can. I did just think of something, but mine can probably wait since I actually don't have. I don't think I have enough gold right now.
What's the item?
It's just a belt of constitution for my bird, whom I have for the past 2 sessions and have not been utilizing him.
Does your bird have a special feat that makes it special?
Special.
I'm not sure what that
What?
means.
A feat that is
Item?
its like main line idea.
Feet with an A, not with an E.
Well, I was gonna eventually see if I could make him like a grapple bot, but right now it's basically just with wings because I gave her the hefty brute feat, which bolsters CMD, CMB, and carrying capacity.
Okay, so that'll work. It would be 320 gold.
Okay.
Because I believe that's also a 4,000 gold item.
It is.
It is, yeah.
Okay, so there's our 2 days.
Okay, fair enough. So then as the day and I keep saying that, as camp happens, it's really awkward when day ends or doesn't end. Nobody needs to make a perception check to see it. But as you're moving up the canyon, it's facing away from you. An enormous draconic statue, its wings extended out, as if to like be roaring in the direction of the world wound.
Huh. That's curious.
Everyone it's a very Falls of Rhoros kind of thing, if y'all know what I mean, as you're turning the corner.
Right.
You can't
Yeah,
not see
check.
it.
Is there a check we can make to see if we recognize the figure?
Yeah, any check you can justify.
Okay.
So
They're
Grzak is the one that lands where we need to land. Basically, the paint has long since been eroded by the like literal acid rain of the world wound, I suppose. But by its like the formation of the spines, or the points along its spines rather, and its horns as they go back, it's very clearly the statue of a gold dragon. Standing here in a place like this, and the arcana and the nature don't grab you a whole lot much. Here in a place like this, it's clearly
Sorry, which type of dragon?
a gold dragon.
The dumb ones.
Gold dragons
Dragons
aren't
aren't
dumb.
dumb.
Nick and I are both just instantly angry. Here in a place like this, it's clearly marking something. As you guys farther look around, there are a very narrow, like can't walk the army up it narrow set of stairs that go down the canyon, like leading up to where the statue is.
Huh.
I guess this is where we part ways for a little bit.
Said it looks like it was clearly marking something, but I take it that means just the stairs. But just in case, can I make a perception check?
Yeah, you can try.
All right. Razak walks up to the statue reverently and
So to walk up to the
Distracted.
the statue's really, really far away. You would have to like,
oh, it's far away.
yeah, the stairs are there,
Okay.
but the stairs are really eroded and small, and like you would still have to like climb them.
Oh,
It's,
well.
it's just something
Good
you
thing
see
I have
kind
a
of off in
climb
the.
speed.
It's just, so Grzak wants to go look at the thing, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we probably should go there. I would call the professional leaders of the army first.
Okay. And the
Uh,
council is assembled.
First, do you know the nature of this statue?
It's Sociel that speaks up as he sees it. He like has to like hold his hand to shield himself as the clouds part for a minute, and for like a split second it's blinding noon and then goes back to dark. I think I know in this part of the world from time to time way stations would be built by deities who would have bows such as, and points it like widely out at the army, those who would serve with us so we could travel, trade, a place to rest. Of course, it's long fallen into disrepair, I'm sure, but let's just say we got really good at hiding things from the demons, assuming they haven't completely looted the place. There could be some good stuff up there.
That's what I was wondering.
It's like a hideout for crusaders.
More like a way station. Used to be, Dresden was one of our cities, after all. Travel from Canabras to here, you'd stop here, you'd be healed, you'd have a safe place to rest, and then you would continue on.
Let's go see what they got.
Before the four of you go, there is some talk in camp. One of our veterans, a man named Arles, let's just say the world wound is not favoring him well. I can speak to him if you would like, but he is...
Oh, hold on. What do you mean exactly?
Well, he's of the opinion that this won't go well for all of us, and some of the troops are starting to listen to him.
I believe when we went out, we told you that this very well could be a one-way trip.
I know.
But it is harder for some to accept. Uh,
Perhaps we can speak to them later.
I could do it as well if you would like.
the only other thing I would consider is possibly maybe he should accompany us.
To what
We'll
end do you
have
think?
quite
And
we'll have quite the journey to go on as we ascend. So your plan is not foolish.
maybe
Hmm.
it might make sense to take 5 soldiers, him being one of them. I would suggest they be from different. That way, there's no sense we're just singling him or his compatriots out.
A volunteer from each battalion.
That sounds reasonable.
Um,
What do you think?
so there's talk of mutiny, or not mutiny, talk of like doubt of, and wants to doubts and fears about being here, and some people are starting to listen. It sounds like this is something that we have to address, like checking out the first.
Well, we'll be doing 2 birds, 1 stone.
So okay then. And that solution, and by doing, and the idea is to just bring them with us.
Well, we'll bring him with us, and
Okay.
we can talk with him about what he's thinking.
All right.
And
Okay.
by taking other soldiers from other groups, it doesn't look like we're just trying to pull him and his friends.
Right.
And this is the whirlwind, so if something bad happens, there are people who have incentive to say, well, they often to keep everything quiet.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
But I would also ask them to talk to the rest of the troops while we're just,
no, we can.
keep the faith. It's important while
Works for me. Okay. I will make it so. I will make it legal. The man is brought out, and it doesn't take super long to get everybody together in that fashion. The volunteers are pretty quick. Camp is being set up. And if you guys, obviously those of you with fly speeds don't need to worry about it. As I quickly, Achilles is going to love this, but I actually have an NPC codex here. I'm going to go grab that because it's going to be useful for us today. If everybody who doesn't have a fly speed could give me 2 climb checks really fast.
That includes me. I'll assume that includes me.
Yeah, you still have to climb. You just get a bonus.
So Delvin cannot. Delvin can barely get his foot off the ground.
How far do we have to fly?
How far do we have to fly?
Wow, I rolled a 1.
So, tell you really quick, gotta do a scrolling up, bang. Okay, so to get up the stairs, it's about 90 feet up.
Okay. I am going to cast because I don't feel like making the climb check because I'm not sure I'll make it. Where is it? Shield of Wings, which gives me a fly speed.
Okay. And this is a use a mythic power to cast kind of thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Just let me know when you're using those, if you would, please.
Sure.
Okay, so that's 2 of you. However, Delvin and Grizak both. Actually, I think Grizak is fine. Oh. No, Grizak actually
if
failed
this
the
is
first one too.
especially difficult terrain to climb up, I understand. But if it's just steep stairs,
It is,
I've
yeah.
scrambled up like stone walls and along ceilings before already.
Right, but that's with climb checks that you rolled much better than a missed the check by 2. So both of you at about the 30 feet mark, one of the stairs kind of crumbles a little. And if I get reflex saves from Delvin and Grizak.
Sure.
And both of you fall 30 feet.
Ow.
If you would
You're
like
supposed to
roll...
walk up the stairs, not roll down them.
If you'd like to roll acrobatics checks to treat the fall as if it was a little less far.
Try to.
Sure.
Oh, man. Alright, Grizak fails. Delvin's good. So Delvin, wonder of wonders. Delvin takes 4 points of damage as he hits the ground. Grizak takes 10.
I think that's more damage. Okay, that's not more damage than I took in combat. But
It's always the worst when it's like that, though.
Also, for that 4 damage, only 2 of it would be 2 of it would be not lethal, the other 2 would be lethal. If you make a acrobatics check to reduce fall damage, the first 10 feet is reduced to 0. The second 10 feet is non-lethal damage, and everything beyond that is lethal damage.
Got it. Okay, so while that's happening, let me the man in question who's spreading the seeds of discontent and disillusion, he also fails really hard. His acrobatics check fails really hard. How many hit points?
Am I able to catch him?
You're not. He goes down and oof.
Well, we might have dealt with our problem.
He's still alive, but he's not good. And as for his, I think you said 4 others, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, one of them's. Let's go to the paladins section of the book. Whoa! I need a 4
There's a
level
for
paladin.
sure to pass.
Maybe not. The 13 might not. It depends on, because these aren't built the best. I'll say. I don't need monks. I need paladins. That's a paladin.
What's their strength?
I don't know. I'm getting to the page. If you will just wait a moment.
Oh, okay.
They have no ranks in climb. Their
Well-
strength is that number. Okay, and they're wearing, just to check their armor really fast. Oh, they're wearing a.
Oh yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So these guys they're just in like chain shirts. So the 13 still doesn't make it. The 20 does, and then I'm gonna roll one more, 1d20, and he falls 60 feet. Okay. So I'll do the ones falling from 30 first. I'll see if they can grab anything. So one of them is able to grab, 2 of them are able to grab a thing. One of them falls 30 feet, tries to make an acrobatics check, makes the check, takes 8 points of damage. The one who falls from the 60-foot mark is going to make a reflex save again. Fails it, makes an acrobatics check, passes it.
Hey, oh my gosh, I'm an idiot.
Care to share with the class?
Is it a 4-letter word beginning with R?
Oh no, my
Rage?
rock. He's strong. My bird would actually probably be strong enough to lift some of them up there.
Yes, that would have been a thing, but they were ordered to climb. They tried to climb. Several of them have failed. The rest who have tried to climb back down. You certainly can order them to try again if you would like.
I'm just gonna make this easier on everyone involved, and just haul
Rock
down,
becomes the soldier war
walk
runner.
down Rock, and then Draconic to just lift everyone one at a time.
Okay. They will follow your orders, but they're shaken at this point. Not mechanically, but like they have fallen and hurt themselves. They would rather not. They're a little upset.
I'll heal them up again.
Okay. You can certainly do that, but what I've said stands.
Okay.
A bunch of little babies.
And I'm gonna copy these guys real quick. We're just gonna use these tokens again as I set this board up real fast. I'll move you guys over once I get set up here. We'll say the red one represents the guy who's become disillusioned. My cat is also disillusioned. All right, almost there. You are the one. I gotta plug in a bunch of damage on these guys too. And Grizak and Delvin both get carried up by the burb. That's definitely a thing that can happen. Okay, so red one is the one who is important. He took 10 points of damage, as I will dance around this a lot. And 8 points of damage on you, sir. The one who took not that much at all. Then 18 points of damage on you, sir. And the other two were fine. They were able to catch themselves. Carry on. Okay, fair enough. I will move you guys over if y'all can make perception checks.
Okay. And then
You said perception?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we will de-rookify.
Yes. Can I have my
Ooh.
bird make a perception check?
Sure. Would you like your bird to be on the battlefield?
Sure.
Okay. Do we have a token for bird?
I think we do have a token for Burb yet.
All right, then that's the bird.
bird.
What's
is
the bird?
word.
The
Ooh.
image of nothing, basically.
I don't see anything on the actual site right now.
What if I do this?
Nope.
Nope.
Still blackness.
Shouldn't be. I will double check. Oh, fair enough. Hey, real quick, Tim, can you mute? You're breathing real loud. I'm trying to. That's mostly for my sake. I know my cat is louder, but it's just a little distracting for me. All right, and that's up. So nobody can see this but me. But when I went to set Grizak's token, I clicked on where it says dragon. That's not Grizak, but I thought it was Grizak. And Tim and Delvin. Delvin is controlled by. Boom. All right, you guys should slowly start being able to see the things. I think Kieran is fine. Yeah, Kieran can see.
I don't see anything.
Oh, now Kieran can see.
Now I do.
Okay, everybody good?
Do we
Yes.
de-rookify my kitty?
Oh, yes, cat. Cat, I have a token for. And I
And
scroll
Chompy.
through all my and Chompy. Alrighty, lots of things for me to murder. I gotta scroll really far down to find those tokens. Alright, where are you guys? There's Carrying Ground, there's more stuff, and there's some stuff from FFD20. Carrying Ground stuff. Where is Chompy? That's free Chompy. Chompy's token should stand out, given that it's very green. Kitty! Chompy!
Come here, kitty.
And controlled by, this one actually is controlled by the dragon. Cat Dragon! And Chompy. You guys are where you're at on the board, like just to put you guys somewhere. You can be somewhere else if you wanted to. Okay, cool. As you head on up, it's very clear as, like, you guys finally ascend those last sets of stairs, that this was once upon a time, much like Sosiel thought, a temple of Apsu. It has long since fallen into disrepair. The gates to the small courtyard, basically right in front of you, lie smashed and broken with tall grass growing amidst the rubble. Two main buildings stand side by side to the east, separated by, right there, a single alleyway. The smaller structure appears to be a stable, while the other is much larger, with several doors and stained glass windows, apparently a chapel, judging by the pious draconic statues decorating the rooftops.
I was going to ask if the temple resembled any kind of style from, like Razak might have recognized from his people, but then you said stained glass windows.
Yeah. You got it.
Well,
I rolled a pretty good perception for Chunk.
You did indeed.
I also rolled a good perception for myself.
Pretty good. You don't see any, like, anything laying around that you would necessarily want to, like, pick up and grab. The doors are, if they're locked, they've been locked for a really, really long time, so probably, like, if they can't be opened with hands, they can probably be opened with pushes.
Push it.
Push it real good!
does our
Yeah.
Like I said before, red represents the new guy, or not the new guy, the guy who is spreading badness. The rest are just generic paladins.
Okay.
I guess I should. This rock is controlled by who it needs to be, you know.
So the door is locked.
No one's sure. The door is either locked or so old that you could knock it open.
Essentially, the door is unlocked to us.
More or less. It is closed.
The locking of the door is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Well, we all rolled perception. Razak will, or I guess.
Okay.
I will request the paladins protect our back and suggest we scout the stable-ish building first.
Okay. The stable building is the one right.
Okay. Then let's go forth.
Okay. And Grizak tries to open the door then.
Sure.
Alrighty. As I sit here GMing, I have a bamboo stick with a bit of rope tied to it, and I'm bouncing it. I'm hoping I can just keep Achilles quiet by doing this. It's like GMing when you're a dad. Okay. The
I'm
sharp.
gonna go over to this side so that you can go there.
Okay. The sharp tang of musty, decaying straw fills this large stable. Its easternmost wall has collapsed into a steep pile of broken beams and rocks that block the way to the other side. A large mound of discarded weaponry lies amidst the rubble.
What type of weaponry?
It would take a little bit of time to sift through the stuff. There's a lot of, like, old, gross-smelling hay, and then here is stuck like the hilt of a sword that is hanging out kind of thing.
But we recognize the material that it's made out of?
That appears
Does
to be
it
made
look
of, like iron, steel.
Ah.
It looks like Crusader weapons. I'll say that.
Not cold iron.
Right. Not without, like, digging through the proverbial haystack.
Okay.
I will ride Red in question and be like, so, how's your day?
How's yours?
Well, we've certainly come up with something that is interesting.
Yeah, it's not often you see temples to a dragon god, I suppose.
I had no idea that anyone besides my own kin worshipped the Great Worm.
Yeah, there's people who worship the tight ass. They're kind of on the other side of the world, though.
Tight ass?
Right. Literal. Got it.
Ugh. Step into the perception check to
Yeah.
one more time.
Yeah, that works.
Let's do that.
And the second will be for Chompy with his smell.
Okay.
And we do you look, and we do my look. As we well,
All right.
mosey
So
on forward.
you guys move in. You start looking around. In some cases, you have to like put your hand into the haystack and start digging around. The overwhelming majority of the weapons are broken beyond repair. Even like with magic, there's just not enough left. But some of them are still relatively serviceable. Some of them you have to get like to the bottom of the haystack to find because they're so small. Including a masterwork battle axe, a +1 longsword, and I'll put this in chat before someone asks me to repeat 20 times. 3 cold iron daggers, and a +1 cold iron long spear.
It's one cold iron longsword.
Long spear. I don't know why it's Lawn 13 spear, but that's how you spell G in the AP, I suppose. You know. Other than that, you could cross over to the other side through that like busted hole in the wall.
How tall is the rubble through?
Big
When
enough. Go ahead, Nick.
You say busted, sorry. When you say busted, Walt, as in it just looks like it's crumbled, or looks like something actually smashed through it?
Hard to say. And actually, matter of fact, you couldn't. You could move through to the other side, but it would take some time moving the things. Whether or not something broke through it, or like the wall just kind of collapsed at some point, is hard to say. And further, it may not be that something broke through it. It may just be that hurricane force winds slammed into the wall.
Jesus.
We are basically in the abyss at this point. Can bird sit perched on my shoulders? Bird is a medium creature.
It is what?
Bird is a medium creature, right?
Is.
So medium creature perched. It would be like if I were to climb on your shoulders. Yeah, but it may not be the best idea.
Maybe not.
I don't know how strong Nick is.
Certainly not for combat, but
It's just a matter of, do you want to carry something that's as big as I am on your back as you're moving?
While it would get you cool points, it depends on the group.
Yeah.
All right. I will just have it sitting next to plating whether or not to eat it or not.
Okay, sounds good.
Just joking.
I'm gonna move Chompy into. I thought I gave Chompy. Is Chompy controllable by? Oh, that's fair. I will fix that. Here we go. Controlled by Jason. Bang. And boom. Okay, there we go.
Huh?
Suppose I should also broadcast this on OBS, huh? Bam!
Cool. Okay, then. I believe we found what we are going to find here.
What does Nut come in?
I'm sorry?
The guy who said that storage was used. We used these for storage. Did he come with us?
He did not. You guys have only the people that you brought with you. Everyone else is
Okay.
back down setting up camp.
Right. So this area here, you said it would be difficult for us to get in.
It would be like a move the stuff kind of thing.
Okay.
I guess for
And,
accepting like Kieran. Kieran is a special case.
Right. And it's, I'm assuming, all made out of, like, I don't know, stone.
Yeah, mostly some wooden beams, some like most. It's kind of a mixture of like broken beams and rocks.
Right. But like, if we were to maybe have someone with like a stone shape
No, because enough of it is
ability.
made of beams.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Somebody who's very strong, then, or several someones, perhaps.
Yes.
Razak
Wha-
looks to Delvin. Start.
Yes, but why go through when we can go around?
Okay, the tokens are locked where they are. You guys all... There were some really good perception checks. But the monsters in question can take 20 on their stealth checks. As there are several statues that appear to be draconic humanoids sitting on the wall of what is clearly the chapel. As Chompy begins moving forward, they animate. If we could roll for initiative.
What?
Yep.
We can't see anything, by the way.
Chompy can.
Yeah.
So
Where
are
is
our
Chompy?
tokens frozen?
They are not frozen now, but they were... An event happened when someone went somewhere.
Where is Chompy?
Exactly.
Chompy's on the other side of like this wall.
Uh-huh.
Chompy is searching.
Yep.
Chompy's over here, somewhere.
And now there is a fight.
As like gargoyles are deciding to wreck our day.
Right.
This is
I
why
see
you
a
never
lot of
split the group,
gargoyles.
even a little bit.
Yeah, initiative.
Man.
Okay. That should not be possible because I have 8 added to my initiative.
Okay.
How do I roll a 7?
On
You
my
only
end,
have
I see a 4.
4. So hit your
I-
initiative gear and make sure you have your improved initiative. Click.
Also, if you click your character prior to hitting the initiative button, it'll automatically go up on the turn order.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's right, though. It's if he's adding more, it's not into the macro.
Yeah.
So when you hover over initiative, there should be a little gear that shows up to the left.
Okay, now I have it fixed. I have improved initiative and I get the +4 from Chomp.
Right. Okay, if you want to reroll, you can.
Yes, please.
Click on yourself first.
Ah. Well,
Well, you can click on yourself and then roll it again and set yourself.
Or I can just really quickly
Do it.
add turn
Okay,
it
I-
turn.
thought that should have. Yeah, it showed that I
The big one got it.
got it. But yeah.
10 was the one. Okay, cool. So then I'm going to add these guys in really quickly. Add toin. All right. So red one, I'm going to mark red with, I suppose, the football again, won't I? I didn't use the
Does
football.
Kitty have his own?
No. The familiars go on your all's initiative count. Okay. 4 D20. That was 42 D0s. I've never done that before.
So many.
They're going so slow, but they've also rolled maximum values. Good. Very good for everyone. All right, we got 10. Got a 16. Jason, you were saying...
I'm going to roll 100 D1s. I got 100. Imagine that.
You did it. I'm so proud of you.
Okay, what was that?
Ignore the man behind the yellow curtain. I don't think the curtain was yellow. It's been a long
just
time
gonna-
since I watched that movie.
I'm just going to throw it out here that Compy has a initiative.
What has an initiative?
Chompy.
Chompy the Compy.
No. No longer. Chompy's now gone. Poof. Okay, so then 14.
And I have an important quandary.
Sure.
Does Tempe get the surprise round?
Is she supposed to?
I believe so.
I act in all surprise rounds. I act last, but I act in them.
Okay.
So do you act in the last of the surprise round or first in the regular round?
I wanna check the curse real quick. That comes from aged, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or is it powerless?
I believe you can
that's
always act
powerlessness.
in a surprise round, yeah.
I just want to read it myself real quick. Okay. Oh, that's not from age. That's from how do you get that?
Powerless.
Powerless.
You can't do a whole lot, but to make it so you can't do a whole lot, they have to put you into every situation.
As in powerless prophecy, is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe so.
Or you
Yeah,
gain
'cause
uncanny
I'm
dodge as
dual
the rogue.
cursed.
However, you can't take any actions in a surprise round, including free actions, except for Flash of Insight. In the absence of a surprise round, you are staggered for the entire first round of combat.
Right. Okay.
So not acting in surprise round is what
Okay.
I'm seeing.
Gotcha.
Okay, so then if that's all the things, I think that's all the things. The top of the initiative, there's a surprise round. They're going to floop down. They can't attack, but they're gonna just surround Chompy.
I wish we could see where they are.
You will soon. You will soon. Kieran, you're on.
Nothing. Don't know.
Okay.
As soon as they started flying down, I should be aware.
Yeah, you guys can all hear the sounds. It's just you couldn't move your tokens from where it happened.
Oh, okay. So I hear something and I tell my soldier to please go outside so we can see what's going on.
Yep, they have their weapons drawn and stuff. Oh, I see. You're on the... Cool. So you do nothing this turn then?
Yeah, I just get into his stuff
Fair
as
enough.
best I can.
30, 5, 10, 15, 20. We'll go like there. I'm gonna try a knowledge check. Nevertheless, I guess the paladin comes out and draws his sword and just... The statues! They've animated! And one of them is going to attack Chompy.
No.
Yum, 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 yum. Actually, I'm not sure if these need to eat or not. Maybe not yum, yum, yum. But, okay, so then we've got 4 attacks coming. All of them are at +7. I'm still losing my... I still sometimes lose my my mouse on 3 monitors. Here we go.
I still
4d20. Bang. Okay, so the lowest roll there is a 9. I guess rather, maybe the better question is, what is Chompy's AC?
I think Delvin's looking up.
Yeah, that's
Got you. Okay.
And just as an FYI, back to the I can't craft rings, I actually can.
Ah, fair.
I just don't get as many bonuses.
Mm.
Oh.
I don't get a roll twice, and I don't get a +5.
The more we know.
I think I'm already at all of that. Yeah, I get my +5. I just don't get to take roll twice.
Gotcha. Okay.
okay. I'm sorry, it'll take me just a second. I
understand. I'll grab it too really quickly. Because
Yes.
I forget. Familiar
I don't get a roll
rules-
twice, and I don't get double speed.
Gotcha.
what I
there
lose.
we are. Tiny animal.
So familiar
Oh.
has a use the base statistics for the kind. So yeah, it just uses the whatever the armor class for a Compsognathus is with a +4 natural armor.
Okay.
So then that means
Shouldn't be
19,
terrible.
19 is what I'm swinging at.
19.
Yeah, which means all 4 of the attacks miss real bad. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. Out goes the guy that Kieran's riding on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20. In a strange turn of events, these paladins are all very dexy, because that's what the NPC Codex gives you at this level. And Grizaki-san,
Do I get an attack?
were you holding action?
Essentially.
Okay, so then I will... Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you?
On my guy.
Bam. I was trying to find you on the turn order. Okay, you're up then.
We will go with the one that is most visible.
Okay, sounds good.
Is he within 30? I can't. Can I? I can. Okay. Yeah, he is.
Okay, a 24 to hit. I want to say he doesn't have any special senses that pick you up. Yeah, no, he doesn't. I'm going to throw a perception at you. But I don't think I can... No, I can't beat a 41 anyway. 24 definitely hits his flat-footed. This one? Right?
Yeah.
Alrighty. And if you'd like to flavor that knockout.
This stony thing gets hit by another stone and drops like a rock.
And down it goes.
Okay.
Like a rock! Alright, Grozik.
And we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this, and
So you can only
see
do...
if I know
You got one. When it's
I got
in
one?
combat. Yeah. And I think Arcana can identify it. I forget what monstrous humanoids are behind, but since it has the earth subtype, I'm gonna say, yeah, you're very sure those are gargoyles. You guys looked up, you saw them, but they are able to hold themselves so still that they appear to be a statue, which means that they had a 47 was the to beat on their stealth checks, and can do that hide in plain sight. And they've now clearly descended down. They've seen you guys, they've been aware, they saw an opportunity to nom a dinosaur, basically. Speaking of a dinosaur, pass it to Grizak.
Well, this dinosaur is gonna double move after hearing all that commotion.
Okay.
Hey, what's going on out here?
I like how there was a 5-foot back and then a boosh on my end. That was hilarious to me. And you see them as well.
Okay. Good thing I brought an Earthbreaker. Perfect for smashing rocks.
Fair. Okay. If that's just the double move you get, already.
Are we breaking the Tommy with our stupid puns?
It's not hard to break the Tommy and stupid. Jason has been in my life for a long time now, and I enjoy stupid puns. So I'm
Now,
getting
you
to a
see
point in my
that?
life where dad jokes are just my favorite.
Now, I would argue, because I haven't been punishing you with stupid puns, but with intelligent puns that
Now, if only your internet connection wasn't being stupid.
Yeah, with
right.
intelligent puns, I will say that I do enjoy that being a YouTuber on the internet playing D&D means oftentimes I do associate with people that are much smarter than myself, because I'm kind of an intellectual sponge. But I don't know, am I angry at Chompy? There's obviously other things that I could be angry at. They're just angry in general, just super super mad. Okay. What to do? I think it's just gonna 5-foot and full attack this man's right here. As I quickly play Pathfinder with myself. I hope you're all enjoying. I almost did 42 D0s again. All those zeros miss. +7. I have a marked page for this Smashing Crusader. 3 out of 4 of those connect. So basically that was one of the bites. Or one of the bites. The only bite. So it's claw, it's gore, and we're gonna deal in 2d6 plus 4 plus 1d4 plus 2. I don't know why I said it like that, but that's what's happening. 17 points of damage. And
Hooray!
this guy rapidly...
Right?
They're still standing, but the gargoyle comes in and starts just tearing them apart. Almost like, imagine the Skyrim werewolves when they just jump down on top of you and start just punching almost. It's rough. And
Oh.
Yo ho and a bottle of...
I know it doesn't work that way, but I'm really curious. Like, a gargoyle has hide in plain sight. Stealth is part of a move action. But, like, you know it's a gargoyle because you see the statue that very clearly is the gargoyle. But that's not how hide in plain sight works. I have a confusion. All right,
Maybe
whatever.
they just have like a weird mimetic effect
Oh,
where you see
Um,
a gargoyle and you just think, oh, it's just a statue.
That's terrifying.
Hide in plain sight, I think, has a stipulation that if you have to stealth, you have to do something to go out of
Minus height.
notice. Yeah, line of sight. That's what I was looking for.
Okay, so then if
But-
I have a fly speed of 60 and I fly around the corner where you can't see me and then make a stealth check and I have hide in plain sight.
Yeah, then you go back to, we're not sure if that's actually a gargoyle or if that's a gargoyle.
Yeah. Awkward. But you definitely like would know. There's not enough statues that look like these guys. Whatever, I'm just gonna
I
kill
like
his
to go with
paladin. I keep moving. Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
I was just gonna spout my theory as to how stealthing for them actually works.
Okay, go for it. Provokes from Zombie. As this guy
Just type
goes,
it out.
this guy goes running through.
Oh, I forgot my cat.
Cat, you left your cat at home.
He's
Your
not in my
sling's
stomach.
enchanted. Yeah, your sling's enchanted. 21
think
hits.
so.
I see
Okay.
+1 sling of death. Yeah.
Right. And then I killed his son. I feel bad now.
Okay. How much do they do?
Compsognathus's bite does. We actually used these in a home game in an encounter. It was the
It's like
party of 4 level 1 humans versus 12 Compsognathuses. It was really good.
A D3 plus 4.
Something like that, yeah.
D3 -1.
+4. He's getting his dex for free.
Oh. Okay.
I'm a kind boy. I'm gonna actually. How's a gargoyle's dex? Okay, worse than strength. I wasn't sure. Whoa, my
don't know
damage
if you-
is so much better.
I don't know if you can do damage because you might not be magical.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, 1d3 +4 can only ever do 7 damage. So Chompy definitely hits. Chompy definitely bites in, but Chompy can't quite break the skin of the gargoyle.
Okay, but what about
As far as the poison goes, I'm pretty sure, I think Adam would probably know this better than me, but I'm pretty sure if you have to physically do damage with an injury poison for it to like,
What
enter
kind
the
of-
bloodstream.
What kind of poison is it? Is it contact or injury?
Compsognathus venom is injury.
Then you have to deal damage.
That's what I thought. Alright, speaking of deal damage,
doggone it?
21 to hit. 1d6 plus 2. I thought about asking you guys at some point today if you wanted to, like, there's going to be a place that'd be really good to bring the troops. That may be on me. Alright, 4 damage. Signed here. This, we'll say a little gnome woman. She is barely able to stand at this point.
Oh no.
And I think our speed is 30, right? Yeah. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, trying to get that flank. Delvin.
Yep.
You're on, man.
5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30. Okay, 30 there.
Oh no, you have squashed me.
We've made Grizak paste. Lizard paste.
And I can get to there, and that's 2 moves, and I'll. That's I think I'll like, and I will have Chompy run, Chompy.
Gargoyles aren't really smart enough to strategize, so run Chompy provokes 5 times. I wasn't sure how smart a gargoyle was, but they're only at like 6. I remember we actually did a video about the gargoyles on the Forgotten Race review, and I don't think they're worth the egregious amount of RP that they are. Anyway, I'm swinging at a 19, so that means the 14 adds 7. So it's the 14 and the 15 both hit. Chompy takes. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. 9 points of damage.
And
Chompy's dead, you say?
yeah, they
Oh.
have 6 hit points.
He doesn't have 6 hit points. He has an amount of hit points
Half
equal to
yours.
half of your total. Yeah.
Oh, half mine? Yeah,
Mhm.
then he's a unhappy little dinosaur, but he'll get over it.
My life. All right, here we go. 5, 10. Nah. 5, 10, 15. Going to just attack the one that is obviously doing the worst. A 6 plus 2 for 6 points of damage, and the poor gnome woman goes to then. What's my max again? What's my age again? Oh, nope, never mind. She's still standing. She's still kicking. She's got 1 hit point, but that's all you need. Hit points are a resource. Kieran,
Where's my man?
where is your man? I think Delvin might be standing on him. Oh, wait. I don't know why he got put there. I found it. There's your man.
That's why I started moving around. I'm like, I'm missing my mount.
Fair enough. Alrighty, this one.
Speed.
This one's just gonna charge at Delvin. It provokes an attack of opportunity from Delvin. Unfortunately for them, I too am unhappy. Is your sword enchanted?
Uh, no, not.
Not right now.
In that case, you definitely hit the gargoyle, but as if this thing were made of stone, your weapon just glances off the side of him. And he would like
I should have burned the Arcana point as I ran around to put the special to him.
24 to hit.
Will hit me.
5 points of damage. And green, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 10. Alright, Tempy's on.
Oh.
All
I saw
right,
something, but-
Tempe. Going to move to here, and then these are the bad guys. So I will do a sound burst right here.
Okay, sounds good.
DC is 25, and the damage is 2.
Fair enough, got you. Okay, DC 25, just checking my stats real quick. I've used gargoyles before, but I haven't used them in a while. Alright, so then one of them is unconscious, so he's just gonna be more stunned, I guess. Can you ping where again?
That was right here, so it hits all but this one right here.
Okay, gotcha. That's what I thought too. Alright, here we go. Bam! I have a pair of successes, where's my fort save? The other 3 fail though. So
Yeah, I mean, they would have succeeded even if it'd been 38. So
fair enough.
that's just what 20 is. So
Yeah.
it happens.
One of the few things that you can critically succeed, rules is written. Alright, we got 3 stunned for a round, 2 they're still rolling. Blue! Why is blue up there? Who put blue in the wall? Blue wasn't in the wall. How did all those guys get in the wall? What happened? I don't understand. I'm just gonna attack this gargoyle. One of us is really beat up, so you see this one's we'll say a human. This one has his long sword out and points it like at the gargoyle's chest. Just by the light of Iomedae, leans in and has. I love how I automatically know on this book what my smite is. Why does it not tell me that? Poo-poo on you. It does it with the barbarians. So it would hit. It hits on the dice, actually. Or not on the dice, but hits without the smite. So then 1d8 plus paladin level to damage plus... Okay, got it. So all told, 13 points of damage, which of course is enough to break the DR of the creature given the smite. Its flesh burns as the sword stabs in. It says, does anybody speak Terran?
Maybe.
Maybe. Do you or don't you? Fair enough.
No.
Gotcha.
I've got Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Draconic, Dwarven, Infernal, Sylvan, and Undercommon, which is way too much for me to remember off the top of my head.
I have Orin, but not Terran.
Oof. You speak air, not earth. Alright, this one's going to charge at Delvin, flying over the rubble. Bang! It's a... Would a 24 confirm?
Yes, a 24 would confirm. However, do I get to hit him on the way in?
Yeah, you have combat reflexes. Go for it. I forget that you do. I don't expect the big guy to have combat reflexes, but the big guy is the guy who wants it the most.
As much time as I spend on top, does a 27 to hit with a 21 to confirm?
Y'all ever... I had a friend in high school, and when I was in high school, MMA was really big, and I remember he spent money on like a pay-per-view, and it literally was just the two guys went up and punched each other in the head and dropped. And that's what he spent his money on. And that's what happens here. Just, yes, it confirms. A lot of that damage is blocked. You take 6, he takes 8. It came out better for you. Well done.
Are we just going to ignore the fact that he is talking about how much time he spends on top?
Hmm?
Okay, I'm the only...
Your mind out of the gutter.
What are you talking about?
We were ignoring.
I'm confused. Oh, shut up, you.
It was a sex joke.
Oh, thank you, Dad. Thank you so much for explaining. That was a sex joke.
The birds and the bees. Have you ever heard of it?
Nope, no, I haven't. I'm a good, wholesome boy. Good, wholesome
Let me
boy.
tell you about Callistria.
She is the bees. Oh, wait, I get that now.
These wasps.
I didn't realize that was a thing. Well done, Paizo. Good. Good on you.
And is Desna the butterfly?
Let me tell you about the butterflies and the bees. Alrighty, 5, 10, 15, 20. 5. He's gonna go there. Is very scared. This one's gonna use a swift action to... I think it would be 2d6, I think? As I just stare at this stat block real hard. 4th level paladin lays on hands for 2d6. Isn't that right?
Sounds close enough to be
I
a
think that's
valid
right.
statement.
I think it's 1d6 per 2 paladin levels. So then... Somebody in the comments is going to scream at me now. No! No! They heal for this! And then I don't have the action economy to smite, so I'm just going to stab at thee. And hit thee. For 1d8 plus 1 is not enough to break the DR, so why bother? Kieran's up.
Kieran stays with his man.
Stand
Kieran.
by your man!
That's what Kieran do.
He's very loyal.
5, 10, 15, 25. Of course, they don't put movement speed on this. Yes, they do. Meow.
Go, kitty! Okay. Definitely
And,
hits, but you know the drill. I think I know what that acrobatics check is for. And
I have to get into a square.
a 16 is... The only thing I don't like about playing 2nd edition is that I used to have memorized where everything was, and now everything's changed, and I'm just here I am squinting. And 16 is not quite good enough. Which one? Where is Kitty?
Kitty's in front of green and
This one here?
beige.
Got you. Okay, so let me just... scrolling down the oldie initiative. Okay, so he had gone, so it would provoke from him. He attacks the cat.
Bastard.
He 20s the cat. That's
That
questionable.
misses.
Fair enough. Okay, gotcha. Okay, proceed.
You have made a terrible decision. You shall die now.
Okay, yeah, an 18 gets there. And down it goes. Sleepy gargoyle. And 3 perception checks. I think 4 perception checks. Some perception checks.
How did this guy get down here?
Oh, you're right.
Delvin.
Over here. Oh, Delvin moved him.
So he didn't take damage. Fair enough. You gotta enforce that if I
Oh,
grab
okay.
it. I have many moving pieces.
Yeah, I just noticed that it was a thing.
Okay. So Delvin did not take 8 points of damage, or 6 points of damage rather, and Grizak is on.
Razak, being so late to the party. And 15. Can I step on top? Can I end my turn inside
No.
gargoyle?
You cannot.
No, I cannot. I can actually get into any
Could you get here?
from where I'm at. Not get there because I only have 20-foot movement speed because wearing medium armor stinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you also don't get hit.
Yeah, but I can't hit them. I can take hits. I don't care about getting hit.
This is when the
Wait,
asshole
where did I
is-
start at again?
I believe you
Start
were.
again.
I think you were there.
Was here.
I'm saying you were there. I don't remember.
Oh, man. You know what? You guys can probably clean up.
So what you could do is 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10. You could double move there.
Yeah, but I don't get to attack.
Right. Okay, fair enough.
Right, I'll just double move there then.
Okay. I was just trying to help. Okay. So this time let's not move
No.
the stunned ones. That one doesn't have a turn. That one doesn't have a turn. That one doesn't have a turn. Or that one does. That one does have a turn, excuse me. Okay. I have a lot of attacks. There's a lot of people in my threat range. I'm gonna just start spinning them around here. Going to be double great for the both of us and make sure. Okay, fair enough. Had to double check a feat real quick. The first attack goes to the paladin. That's a paladin.
Which paladin?
That's fair. Not you. And misses. Second attack goes at a different paladin. This one goes at the paladin and misses. This one goes at Grizak. For a 25 to hit. Yes, no, Grizak?
Oh, hitting me?
Yeah.
That actually does hit.
Alrighty, it's 5 points of piercing, bludgeoning, slashing as he bites down and then pulls back to do the
Tickle.
gore. Hey, he's gonna try to gore you, why not? 14 to hit. I assume doesn't get there. And the smite on this one, and attack. Stat blocks on these paladins are super good. Okay, here I am complaining for no reason. 1d8 plus 1 plus 5 for 24 points. Is that? It doesn't quite, but that gargoyle definitely feels it as this guy leans forward and as it's like concentrating on Grizak, trying to tear him apart. The light of the Iomedae shines down from the unholy sky and stabbing in. Delvin.
Okay. Well, there are lots of people, lots of play. If memory serves, this paladin right here in front has got himself hurt. His or hers quite bad, so I will yell at them to step out of line.
Okay.
And I will attack the gargoyle right in which I will also burn one out of my pool. So now my sword counts as enchanted and I get Kensai is fine.
Fair enough. Okay, yeah, 23 definitely hits. All the slashing damage goes through. That one starts to take lethal damage. Anything else?
No, that doesn't. Now, does all of that go through? Because it is magic?
Yeah. His skin peels back like skin when you stab it now.
Yay. Because if that didn't work, I was going to grapple him and use his head.
Fair enough. Okay. And I'm just going to do more of the same here. Smites and stabs. That would hit. I realized my math came out weird there. Or my macro came out, rather. Okay, 8 points of damage. Stabbing in. And Teppy's up.
Okay. I guess I'll do the same thing with a sound burst right here.
Sounds good.
And 2 points of damage again.
Gotcha. Pinging for 2. 4d20. That time the highest roll is bad. Yeah, like a 19, I think it is.
Yeah, DC 25 still.
25, got it. Okay, I'm just trying to find my... Yeah, had it right. Okay, so all of those guys are now stunned. Seeing stars. Something,
Alright,
something,
sounds
a
good to me.
gargoyles pun. I never watched a lot of gargoyles as a kid, but as an adult, I think I would really like it. In any case. Blue is gonna... Basically, they're all just gonna try to clean him up now. Whoop, 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 whoop. Come on, you. There we go. Bam. That one misses.
Are any of them still alive?
Yeah, they're all... One of them is knocked out. 2 of them are knocked out. Let me mark the ones that are knocked out differently. Knocked out. Knocked out. And the rest of them they're stunned. Like, they'll get up and around. Stun round is over. Okay. If Kieran could make a quick sense motive check. Never mind. This guy moves forward and says the holy words of Iomedae and stabs in and misses really, really wide. This one's going to try to heal herself again. Much better. Much, much, much gooder. And she will do as Delvin asks and step out. She's going to attack first. Oh, come on, you. I don't know why my internet's going really slow today, but it is. Healed for 12. Boom. Does 1 stab. Boom. Probably at this one. Yeah. Plus 5. 12 points of damage. Does not quite kill him. They're getting to the point where those incremental 1s and 2s might get there, but not yet. 30. That. Well, boom. And she well and truly will 5-foot step back. And Kieran.
Riding my mount. I'm missing something.
What's up?
Oh, that one. Okay. I'm like, I know there's one. I'm just not seeing where it's at. Kitty will do nothing because it really doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna throw dice at the table.
Sure.
Last gargoyle is within 30 feet, and it goes 99.
Okay, which one? Alright, cool. Nighty night. I'm gonna take the ones that are knocked out off the board.
I thought that one was already knocked out.
It was.
Yeah, but knocked out, then add 15 bludgeoning, non-lethal, kind of goes over to the lethal.
Or Adam could target this one here.
That one has a skull and crossbones on it.
Because it's stunned.
I see all 4. Oh, they're all stunned?
Yeah.
Uh,
At the top of the turn, there were 2 people unconscious from
Yeah,
Kieran and 4 people that were sound bursted.
This one.
Okay, I was using Skull and Crossbones as dead.
Ah, fair
Yeah,
enough.
so was I.
Kitty will move into that one square to provide flanking.
Yeah, fair enough. And
And
so it
then-
was knocked out. Got it.
50 damage to that one,
Oh, well.
the middle one.
Oh, sure. Okay, Razak.
I am gonna smash it
Okay.
if I can. I think I accidentally still have the that I should not have. Okay, no, I'm good. All right. Why am I? Yeah. Strike. So. Extra bit
Okay.
on there.
Is that just like a full attack?
First attack. Okay, wow, that should not be that. Wait. Actually, no, it is. I just rolled really lucky, I guess.
Okay. Understood. So the damage 2 should not be there, right?
Well, that was from the Mythic Vital Strike.
Ah. Okay. So you're full attacking now. I see 2 attacks.
Just treat that first attack to. Wait, was this one still up?
Yes. They're stunned, but it's still there.
Nothing's wrong with my.
I'm just gonna assume you attacked with the first attack with a non-magical Earthbreaker, is it?
Yeah, it's still non-magical.
Okay, so then it does 9 points of damage, which is still, if you want to flavor that kill, that's still enough.
Come across the head so hard that part of its stony face kind of cracks off and goes flying off into one direction.
Fair enough. It's weird to see blood come from a statue, but it can't not freeze when it's dead. So there you go. There's flavored text.
Says you can't get blood from a stone.
Yeah. I've heard that one a lot as a low-income individual. Bam! 14 misses. Delvin.
Ah, yes. Thank you for moving forward. That means I can forward just to attack this one.
Okay. A 17 hits. 13 slooshing damage. Which one? If you give me a ping real fast, gotcha. 13 slooshing damage. He has been slooshed. Okay, cool. The Green Knight, that one has a druid level and he's just not talking about it, is going to 5-foot step and attack. Sorry, I know I got really quiet there. I forget how often a 4th level paladin can smite twice per day. Okay, so they're going to go ahead and use their second smite. And hit real good. Just trying to clean up here for 10 points of damage, which is real good damage. Breaking all that DR damage. Tippy's on.
All right. Let me see what would be best. I think. Would here be good? No. Here? 5, 10, 15, 20. And then, yeah. Oh, would that get him? 5, 15, 20, 25. Oh, that would get him. Here? 5, 15. Nope, that's not good.
Are you trying to draw like a place where you can channel energy that doesn't hit
Yeah, basically, I want to get
everybody but the gargoyles?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me. That's 30 where we start there. Boom. And I think we have it there, I think. At the door, is that? 5, 10, 15, 25. Yeah. So then that's 30. And then drawing the straight line. Oh, I'll just use the ruler for that because I can't draw a straight line. But right there would get those guys. It's awkward. It would get the one that's the most wounded.
Yeah, that's what I was. Let me see here. 30. Okay, so that does get him, and gets actually right where I'm at. It doesn't get the one who's most wounded.
The one who's most wounded is right here.
Wait, is right where?
Right here. They have channeled on themselves a couple of times, but
Oh, okay. I didn't see him there.
yeah, these two here are the worst off.
Oh, do you mean the one of us that's most wounded?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It. From where I'm at, it will get everyone but red.
Okay, sounds good.
So that's going to be 3d6 for 9 points of health.
Understood. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
Alrighty. I will quickly heal my team here. Hello. Hello, team. The little gnome woman looks back and she nods and thanks you. She's not gargoyle food today. Blue will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So anyone that's taking damage, please heal up 9 hits.
It's weird that these guys have the same attack modifier as the gargoyles. That never happens. Almost the same damage, too. Alright, and more damage is assigned as this one moves around and starts stabbing in, and I put in the wrong math. I didn't screw that up, you screw that up. Haha. And no longer stunned, and red will do an attack. If Kieran can make a sense motive, Delvin too, I suppose. Adjacent people is what I mean.
You said sense a motive.
Yeah.
Yeah, also the guys who were stunned by me are no longer.
Got it. I don't think they're going to survive the round.
Probably not.
Which is why I haven't, like, changed them. So I'm just going to really quickly, I'll flavor text that after I clean up, assuming I clean up. There could come a time where I don't, which is why I'm not just, like, auto-killing these guys. Okay, so the guy you were supposed to, the guy who's been bringing down, the Debbie Downer, there was a good word for him. He incants the holy words of Iomedae and goes to stab, but really it's only Delvin that realizes his words seem to ring a little hollow, like he doesn't quite mean it. Grazak and Kieran, for some reason, it just appears like he's missing. All right, Kieran's on.
Okay, I missed some. You're saying that is
Yeah, same.
just
His
don't
words
quite
do not ring with the clarion power of Iomedae, as if he doesn't mean them.
Ooh.
okay.
Anyway, Kieran's up.
That's
The guy in front of me.
Sure.
Go sleep.
And so he does. And Grazak.
Let's see if we can make. I don't know why I have so much trouble trying to navigate my.
I'm
actual
pretty
kit.
sure you just killed him. 46 bludgeoning damage.
46 non-lethal bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, non-lethal still kills if you double their health.
He didn't.
Oh, okay.
Alright, 18, 21 damage, reduced by 11, or reduced by 10, is that much damage. Is still kind of a vital strikey thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, he has one hit point. You can go ahead and flavor it. Well, I deleted the kayak.
blood from a stone.
And so it was. Okay, with the gargoyles all cleaned up, that's where we're going to call it for tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for watching.
Sure.
There's definitely more. You can hear the sounds of things on the other side of the door to the chapel as the sound of
Do you
combat.
mind if I do a couple of quick heals first?
I do, because I need to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can hold on to that for next time. The HP is saved where it is. You can hear the sounds, as I was trying to say, of something on the other side of the chapel door coming at you. But for now, say bye, guys.
Bye, guys.